So law number 20, do not commit to anyone. And I want to extend this, do not commit to anyone, anything, or anywhere. So when you cut off your options, you lose your power. So don't commit to anyone so that you always have many options, whether it comes in terms of people, whether it comes in terms of industries or niche. You don't commit to anything. You always keep your options open, and that always puts you in a position of power because you can walk away anytime. And don't commit to any country or any city, but actually don't commit to any country because some countries, they used to be like the creme de la creme of the world maybe 10 to 20 years ago, and are actually going downhill right now, right? And a few of them that might come to mind, like you could add on in the comments below, I would say like UK, the United States, and Canada, and Australia. They used to be like the place where everyone wants to be in, like the American dream, right? Like everyone wanted to immigrate there. These 4 countries specifically: USA, Canada, Australia, and the UK. But look where they are headed to now. I mean, realistically, they are really like they are growing. They aren't going. They definitely are going downhill, and you're actually paying five-star prices for 3-star value, right? So this is why I actually said this saying about when you're late to a park, PUCK, when you're late to the park, you're late to the game. So you don't want to be like the laggard where like after everyone have moved to that country and then when it's going down here and then you decide like, hey, yeah, that's a high value country that I want to move to. Like, no, you want to be like where no one really knows like where it's going uphill next. It's kind of like betting on stocks, right? Like, so those 4 countries that I mentioned, they are very much mature economies. And right now, like the stock ticker of those countries, so-called, is going down. And you want to bet on countries that are like coming up soon, right? And I don't know, like perhaps you could just input like which countries do you think are actually up and coming next that no one really knows yet or talks about. So I have a few in Eastern Europe, like for example, Bulgaria, like it's going to be up and coming. Poland as well, very much up and coming. So these are the countries whereby like, you know, people don't know the hype yet compared to the United States, Canada, or the UK, but they are actually going to come up like in the next 5 to 10 years. And usually these are countries that are emerging economies. So you don't want to commit to any country because being committed to one country actually traps you when it goes downhill. So you want to have multiple options. Well, ideally you want to have multiple passports and residences, but then if not, you want to have multiple options and be very versatile, not to commit to any country so that you're able to move anytime to anywhere. So that's do not commit to anyone, anything, or anywhere because that makes you lose your power. So you want to always have your power by keeping all your options open and stay sovereign.